Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your girl JoJo. I hope you guys can hear me good. I got my headset in. The plan was for me to put a ring on a video in my room, but it is a lot going on today, and I'm just gonna have to do like a podcast style review for this show today because I can't really do it like I want to. So hopefully y'all don't mind. Let me pull up my notes. See, even right now, it's people in my business while I'm trying to do the podcast video. There's folks over here in my business, child. All right, so I guess we could start with them being at the house, and this is right around the time that Ashley said that she is gonna go on a second date with Kwame, and Hollywood didn't like that. Hollywood said that I feel like you starting to like dude, and if you starting to like dude, then you can just go on. We could just be done with it. Y'all know how Hollywood does his thing when he hears something he don't like, it's automatically we jump into ending the relationship, and I guess that has been a big problem of theirs for a while. I don't really know about Ashley and Hollywood, y'all. I don't know if they did this. I don't want to say they just did it to be on the show, but sometimes I get that vibe from them because I feel like they're going to be together. I feel like they're going to be together, even though I guess we have that to see at the end of the show. But Michael says he kind of agrees with Hollywood because Hollywood has not gone on another date, and he's always said that, you know, he doesn't want to try to make any other connections with anybody else. And Ashley had that said, wait a minute, let me stop you right there. He never said that he didn't want to make any connections. He said that if he made one, he would be willing to go on a second date, but he hasn't made one. And because he hasn't made one, he doesn't want me to make one either. So he's not really allowing me to be free in this process. So I guess that's a little bit of a double standard, according to Dr. Nicole. After that, Michael sits back and he decides to mind his business because, you know, he going on a fourth date anyway, so he don't need to be in their business. Next, we have Ashley. She goes on her date with Rick. Okay, she calls him Thick Rick now because he picked her up at the end of the date. Child, I don't know, y'all. When you start calling somebody thick, I think maybe it's just me. But anyway, they go play a little ball together, and it's kind of like they're playing a little, like, almost like horse, kind of. It was kind of dramatic because this last shot that Rick did, it was in slow motion, and I was just waiting on the love and basketball scene to come up, you know. I thought he was going to be on his Omar Epps until a double or nothing. Y'all remember that part? What we playing for? Your heart. So the bet was if he won, he got a kiss on the cheek, and if she won, she got to get picked up because she liked me to pick her up. And I said, Shay, girl, I know the feeling. I like to be picked up too by somebody who can really pick you up, not y'all ones to be picking me up and then, you know, your legs start shaking and carrying on. And I'm not even that heavy of a girl. Yeah, y'all be skipping leg day. That's why y'all can't solidly pick nobody up, all that arm strength, no lower body strength. But don't get me started. So yeah, he ended up picking her up in the end of the date, and that's why she called him Thick Rick, because he's strong. I said, okay, Thick Rick. They have a little bit more conversation, and he's trying to get down to the bottom of her and this whole kid situation, and she don't really want to do it. And Rick was like, okay, we're gonna have to work on that because I do like you. I want to see more of you, and that whole kids thing we're gonna have to work on. So whatever you need, whether we got to get a nanny. I said, a nanny? Man, Shay, if you gonna be playing around with Rick, send him over my way, please. We don't got time for this. Rick say he gonna help a sister out with that whole parenthood thing. Moving on. It's time for Ashley to go on her date. Hollywood gives her like a pat down or whatever, a whole bunch of jokes. You know how he do Kwame. Kwame come in the door, he giving him the speech like he her daddy and what he don't tolerate and what he not gonna put up with, and how he ain't worried though. He ain't worried because he know his position. He seems a little worried. They go on their date. That date was cool. I've always told y'all I thought Ashley's dates were cool, but she does seem to like Kwame quite a bit. Hollywood doesn't understand why, but they go out and they have fun together, and Kwame says he's really interested. He doesn't know how he's gonna be able to keep really holding back because he is interested in her, and he's gonna, you know, like you want to do in any relationship, you want to see him more, you want to talk to him more. I swear, you guys, I don't get it. I don't get the premise of the show. Is it this? It seems like it's to break you up, but y'all help me understand. Maybe I just don't understand it. Please help me. Hollywood say he about to open up, so he go on his date, and she was cool. I forgot her name, but you know, she was cool enough. He said before he didn't want to hurt his woman, but now he about to be all in. I don't believe him. They go to this little jumping place, and she says that she's normally pretty picky when it comes to men, but she's enjoying Hollywood. Hollywood's easy to enjoy because he's kind of funny. But they have a reasonable date, I guess you could say. And she does a toe touch. I said, okay, shout out to you, sis. I could not do one of those again today. And we find out he got the name Hollywood from his grandmother, which was interesting. But the date was cool. I don't know if Hollywood's going to decide to go out with her again. I guess we have that to, I guess we have that to see. Some bugs out here from outside. Let's move on to Tamika and Vince. You know, the roses on the table that they had in their scene at their house was very symbolic of their relationship. Beautiful but wilted. They were just all slumped over, and that's how I see Tamika and Vince. They need some aspiration. They need some inspiration in their relationship. Christina comes over because they're going to go on a second date, and they're both photographers, so they're going to take pictures. Tamika say, come on in. We about to take some shots. I said, that was a bad idea from the start. If I was Vince, I would have put a stop to that. But they get over there, and Christina wants to know kind of what happened, like what's going on in the relationship, and why are you comfortable with him going out, and what really happened in y'all's relationship. And that's what Tamika proceeds to say, that he was being a player. But she didn't say it like that. She said, player. I can't even do it. But Vince was very uncomfortable. He said he felt like it came out of nowhere, and it kind of did. I wondered if Tamika was drinking before Christina got there. After that, it got pretty awkward. But she just says that he wasn't really being honest at the beginning of the relationship. So now, I guess she's trying to turn Christina off to her man. But I'm just like, you saying all this stuff about him, but you still want to be with him. So what did make you look like, Tamika? What did make you look like? But okay. If you want to put your man bad traits out there like that, go right ahead. When she goes on her date, though, it's this guy. He's from the Bronx, you know. But shout out to my people from up top. I know how y'all do. But he's from there, and all of her family just happens to be from there. They're supposed to be doing the escape room, but since they can't escape, they just sit down in the room and start talking. I said, hold on now, is this about an hour? Because we're gonna have to charge y'all some more money. But they're sitting in there and they're chitting and chatting about where they're from. Their parents have both been married for hers 40-something years, his 30-something years, so a long time. They both want that. They both want something like that. They have an easy conversation. He's also a photographer, so she must like the creative types. And it goes well. You know, it was one of the better dates that I've seen Tamika on. She seems actually interested in him. Vince's date goes well too. They do the photography. He seems to be enjoying Christina, probably because she's a little more easygoing, a little more laid back. She is not in her feelings as much as Tamika, which I know that comes from what went on in their relationship, but it's still a lot. It's still a lot to deal with. You know, I just think she might need to decide if she wants to stay or go. I don't know what else to do. Then we move on. Whitney and Michael. Whitney wants more. Whitney's sick of it. Okay, I'm a good looking girl. I've been patient. I done told you what I'm about. I want more. This is my ultimatum. This is what I'm telling you. I don't understand why I got to keep having boundaries if I'm supposed to be getting to know you better. So this is what I want. You either gonna give it to me or we gonna be done. So now Michael's in a bit of a conundrum because he doesn't want to hurt Shay. He don't want to lose his woman. But he also understands that Whitney's giving an ultimatum too. But let's talk about this. When we get back to the house, child, and Shay started talking about Thick Rick and how she got picked up, that's when Michael just like, hold on. I can't kiss. I can't hold hands. I can't get too close. And you run around here getting picked up. Do y'all know Shay had the nerve to say she feel like, well, women are smarter than men, and we know where to take it to. I said, baby, I don't know what women you know, first of all. But we got to remember Shay, even though Shay's 27, her mentality is much younger to me. But No, I wouldn't say all of that. What I will say is, now fellas, I'm about to put you up on game. Don't tell nobody. Women can get quite ruthless. Now, if we gonna go there and we've made up in our minds we gonna go there, baby, we gonna go there. And you might not ever find out, but oh boy. I mean, so maybe in that regard, we might be a little more strategic, but it doesn't mean that we won't take it there. You know, we won't give in to the temptation. It all just depends on the setup and what's going on, you know, whether your Mars is in your fifth house. I'm just kidding. I mean, it really just all depends on the setup, but I will say we could get quite ruthless if we gonna do something. So, Shay, shut up. It's a double standard there. You don't want Michael to do the same things that you're out doing on the date. And again, that just goes to show him the same worries that he had about you ghosting on the relationship and, you know, kind of doing stuff that you know you wouldn't accept out of him. It's that same type of thing. So again, I don't feel like that. I don't see it. I don't even see how they've been dating this long. I really don't. I think they both need to move on. Let's see what else. Did we get to everybody else telling the details of their date? Tamika does say that she enjoyed her time with her date. I think his name was Devin. And her man, Vince, was upset because he was like, I've been wanting to go to the doggone escape room. So you making new memories with a new dude, not even with your man. So he wasn't feeling that. I think next week they're going to end up getting into it in this scene. So we're going to have to see what happens on next week. And then we'll also have to see what happens with Ashley and Hollywood and where that's going to go. That was really it, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry I had to do it this way this week, but I promise you next week we'll do it our normal way, all right? Talk to y'all soon. Bye.